Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killerrodan. So here's another video for you folks from my original channel. Because as promised, I want to be more frequent with these videos, upload more often I guess. And yes, of course, I will post a link down below for my second channel, where I'll be talking about movies and such, because that's kind of the whole point anyway. And yes, obviously I will post a link down below for Air Force as well. He'll be uploading more video game related content more often than I would. And if that's something that sounds interesting for you, I will post his channel link down below. Both links for both channels will be posted down below in the description box, as I've often said on repeat. So here we go, I reckon. And yes, obviously, thank you for tuning in at a time, because I know these types of videos that tend to be fairly lengthy. When I upload these game related type of videos, they tend to be kind of long for the most part, I guess. Anyway, let's just dive right into it, I guess. So,
One day the
fantasy
Paragon
type
drank
setting
water.
kind of thing, I reckon. So here we go, I suppose.
Vieta,
Yeah,
surfacer.
alright.
I'm bid to let you walk the commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order.
Sure, whatever. Suppose that, I reckon. Okay. Sure.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here. Surfacers appoint no paragons? Truly, you're lost in all that sky. They are the best of us, declared living ancestors. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter. See, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes. Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there, sort this all out in a hurry. Personal battles for honor and ancestor. I don't expect a surfacer to understand. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter. Yes, you should.
Yes, obviously, like the other videos, this one's definitely very dialogue heavy. Which, of course, is no surprise. That's just how it is. This is how these types of games tend to be. Very dialogue heavy. Yeah, as long as it's a good story, that's all that matters to me anyway. That's all I'm concerned about. Yeah, it's just a video game. It doesn't mean it can't have a good story. It's just not mind-numbing, bashing stuff. Okay, so here we go. Let's just go through here, I suppose. Alright, let me see what else do we have to do here. Well, let's have looks here, I suppose.
You could not have
Alright then. Oh yeah. Let's go, I guess. Let's just keep on going. Oh, definitely.
be called.
Welcome to Janar Family Armors. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail? At Janar's, we have everything from leather to platinum. Of course, keep in mind we also take items on trade.
It's just whatever. So there's that. Of course. Okay. Okay. So that happened. Sure, whatever. And whatnot. Okay. Well, whatever. We just keep on going, I suppose. I reckon.
A Trust Valar, stranger.
But yeah.
Here for armor or conversation? Aye, for 100 generations. My father made his name by inventing a fall and tacit, which were integrated into the cuirass. But, I'm guessing by your face you're not a smith yourself.
Yeah, whatever, bud. Whatever you say. Whatever you say, yada yada yada.
Has she been bothering you? It's a whiff of surface stick and she's like a cave tick. Won't let go.
Oh, shut your mouth, will you? Shut your pie hole. Call, whatever.
Do you even know what that means? If Dagna goes to the surface, she forfeits her caste. She'll never be able to marry or work in Orzammar again. Dwarves don't do magic. Dagna knows that. It's just a childhood fantasy that dies hard. Please, if you see her, send her back and let me talk some sense into her.
Yeah, whatever, mate. As you wish. But whatever. Come on, let's go. Let's just do this shit. Because
You're
pretty
back,
fun.
but it takes 2 weeks and 4 days minimum
Yeah,
to
it's
make the
pretty
journey
fun,
to the
yes,
Circle
sirree.
Tower.
I don't even know that. That's quite impressive.
Thank you, great lady. But am I right in guessing you haven't left Orzammar yet? Here in Orzammar, we're surrounded by stone and tradition and more stone. Nothing ever changes. But to break every natural law by thinking about it, to dream and walk in a realm where everything you think comes true, I can't imagine anything more wonderful.
Yeah, whatever. I just want to get this done, honestly. I just want to get this done. Okay, whatever.
Tell the Circle I wish to study there. I know they don't normally admit anyone without magical aptitude, but I could bring much as a student of magical history. I'll do whatever they want. Scrub floors, mend clothes, if they just let me sit quietly at the back of the classroom.
But yeah, let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's just keep on doing what we have to do, shall we? Because there's quite a bit to do.
I'll be
around here.
waiting.
But whatever. Yeah. But yeah. Let's just finish the shit. Yes, sir.
Enemies
Shall we?
approaching.
Destroy Terramon.
I shall do it. Very well.
No glorious punishment.
I shall do so.
Here! Ready!
I shall do it.
Good to go!
We must It is because I shall do it.
By the maker!
As you say.
Here!
As you say. Very well. I shall do so. Immediately. Yes, it shall be.
So that happened, sure. Alright then, let's just go through here, I suppose.
Did you see that
Why
fight?
not? Let's
The
just
old
go.
days, those
Let's just do this
Andraste
shit.
teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen The
Oh,
Shaper.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well,
Let's
I
just
should not have asked
do
another to
this.
meet the challenge
Oh.
the Maker has set before me. Best of luck to you, sister. May we both walk in the light.
Yeah.
Are you really a Grey Wolf?
Okay. Let's just kind of search
You're
for more
back?
stuff to
But it
do.
takes. Thank you, great lady. But am I right in guessing you haven't left Orzammar yet? I'll be.
We have much to do and little enough time to do it.
Show some pity for a poor old curly bitch.
Oh, you want to see some of the best previously owned equipment in Thedas, friend? Oh, of course. And remember, everything's covered by Farron's 24-hour lifetime guarantee.
All men are the work of our Maker's hand. From the lowest,
Those stung with 100 arrows.
those who bring ham without provocation to the feast are ready and served by
Turn your attention elsewhere. My business does not concern you. I doubt that. Yes, you're right. This is very interesting. I'll take this note from you, and I'll confiscate this lyrium as evidence. You have done a great thing here, friend. Those rogue mages' days are numbered.
Dwarven... Welcome back. Is there something else you'd like to look at? Only the finest crafts, straight from Orzammar. Every piece comes with a...
We have much to do.
Some folks came in yesterday with crazy stories about Red. You hear about that?
are the work of our Maker's hand. From the lowest
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife? I'm sure you'll be...
Yes.
Something you need? I'm sure.
The ball.
If there's anything I can do, I'm sure... Something you need? I'm sure either my...
Yes.
If there's anything I can do for you, please... Of course.
The ball.
Yes? Of course.
Well, aren't you sweet and attentive? I thought you'd never ask.
I await your command. So, full of questions.
Very nice indeed. Very nice. It doesn't have better things to do. Oh yes, that I remember quite well. My former master, the Mage Wilhelm, he brought me. As I recall, he had acquired some position with whatever lord ruled the land. I, being little more than a glorified possession at the time, was brought along. Oh, how he enjoyed impressing the villagers with me. Gollum snarl at that villager there, be fearsome. And of course, I would have to do it. I'd have happily stomped them all into paste, and then ripped down their little houses and stomped on them, too. In fact, after 30 years of watching them, I'd do it twice. What I didn't like was being ordered to do it. Dangled in front of those frightened morons like some scary thing. Once I was a statue, it took those villagers years before they'd even approach me. The first one to actually work up the nerve to touch me urinated himself. Ugh. I traveled with the mage. He did a lot of traveling, I remember that. But where we went, it is rather fuzzy. I remember great battles, fighting many humans long ago. They were all very soft and squishy. And before that, No, there are only images. I was somewhere dark. I have no idea. Wilhelm used to brag that the dwarves stopped making golems centuries ago. I do not age as you soft creatures do. Sadly, my memory is no better. Plus, I get bored and stop paying attention. That is where Wilhelm kept me. He wanted me out in the open where I could be frightening like a scarecrow. I was supposed to watch for thieves. Pah! Plus, his wife didn't want me indoors. She said there wasn't room for me. Hag. I was once larger, 10 feet tall. Then the loathsome hag complained that I couldn't fit through the doors. So the mage had me shrunk down. Can it believe it? And she still wanted me out. He did love using that control rod. Fondled it so much his wife actually threatened to throw it in the lake. Ha! I would have liked to have seen that. Which reminds me, where did it find the rod? Did it pay a great deal for it? Hag. Good. I was just about done talking about it. It does like to have a good chat now and again, doesn't it? It doesn't have better things to do. I do not sleep, so yes, and I thank it for reminding me. Try to imagine, if it will, what it would be like to be surrounded by nothing but boring peasants, all oblivious to it. Oh, yes. It certainly was the height of intrigue to listen to the accounts of how young Dornan had scandalized the village by his purchase of an Orlesian hat. And the argument that those two muddy farmers had over the price of barley for a whole summer. Riveting. And then there were the birds. A whole village full of pigeons and ravens and sparrows all perching on me day in and day out. Vermin. How would it like to be paralyzed with squeaking rats crawling all over it and defecating? Those foolish villagers would spread birdseed near me, drawing the birds because they thought having birds perch on me was quaint. Quaint! If there hadn't been the occasional kind soul to scour me clean, I don't care to discuss this anymore. I'm to keep this, am I? Fine. I'm to keep this, am I? Fine. I'm to... It doesn't have better things to do. That is true. I do not. I'm not interested in getting into a discussion on the subject, however. Ask another time. If it is done asking overly obvious questions, let us find some humans to throw off a cliff, or something.
Well, aren't you sweet and attentive?
Your dog is filthy. I can smell him 50 yards off. That may be so, but all the same, I would like your permission to bathe him. Excellent. I will get my soaps, and the dog shall have his bath after supper.
Woof!